unfortunately, Maiden still kept the ball.
Blocked it so far that nobody on his team could collect it.
He blocked it with a 40 here. Amazing, as it's now only a 4-point game with 1:03 remaining. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
Renato Auto Mall in Shelby is happy to announce their Christmas Families promotion again this year. You can help bring a little joy to a family less fortunate this holiday season. Just bring your non-perishable food items and unwrapped toys to Renato Auto Mall and drop them off before December the 19th. They will be distributed to underprivileged families in our area. You can make a difference in someone's Christmas this year. Let's fill up a GMC Sierra pickup full of toys and non-perishable food items. Again, be sure to drop them off before December the 19th at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall.
Back here at West Lincoln, just over a minute remaining in the ball game. It's now a 4-point lead for West Lincoln, trying to hang on here, Jason.
Yeah, been in the lead the whole game, and just here in the recent fourth quarter, Maiden's taking a little momentum swing and closed the gap.
McClendon inbound it, and he'll get it back out of bounds. It's going to be a cross-court pass to McClendon. A little bit overthrown, just overthrown. Too much mustard by Dallas Bridges, the quarterback.
It was a good play, though.
It's a nice creative play as Dallas Bridges got out of bounds as McClendon threw it across the out-of-bounds line. And then Dallas Bridges tried to throw cross-court pass.
Little known rule on an inbound, you can pass it to one of your own players out of bounds.
Now Laney's going to try to pass the inbounds pass for Maiden. High pass to Boyles, who kick it out to McDaniel. Now to Laney. Laney takes a deep three. It's up off the back iron. No good. And rebounded by Maiden. Laney has the ball. Double team. Pass it to McDaniel. He'll go inside, take a little floater, and it'll roll on in. Now a 2-point ball game with 47 seconds remaining. Franklin under some pressure. He'll try to get across half court. Stolen. McDaniel has the ball.
They should call timeout.
Boyles has it, and it's stolen. And now
let it go.
Dalton Brooks slides to try and get it. It's going to be Maiden ball.
If Brooks hadn't tried to collect it, they wouldn't have called it Maiden's ball.
And it's getting rowdy here with 34.4 seconds remaining. Only a 2-point lead for the Rebels. Can they hang on? McDaniels letting the ball roll to half court. He'll take it about half court, go across half court, pass it to Boyles, pass it to Rowe. Rowe goes inside, gets a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Maiden, and it's out of bounds. West Lincoln ball.
All right, 26 seconds and a 2-point lead for West Lincoln.
Got to get the inbounds pass and go across half court.
Need to slow it down a minute, make sure we get it across half court.
Yeah, Dallas Bridges trying to get the inbounds. He'll cross court again to McClendon. McClendon gets it this time. A little bit too much. He bounces it, but it's going to be Maiden ball. Man, that was a close call there. I wouldn't want to be a referee in that spot. That was a tough call to make for that official. Now 24.2 seconds remaining. 2-point lead here for West Lincoln. Can Maiden get the last shot in? West Lincoln had a 10-point lead earlier in the fourth quarter. Now it's down to 2. McDaniel going to throw it to Cook. Now back to McDaniel. McDaniel kicks it back out to Cook. Cook passes it to McDaniel. Now passes it to Boyles inside. Blocked there by Dallas Bridges, but it's out of bounds, and West Lincoln gets the ball back. What a block by Dallas Bridges.
Yeah, he got him from behind, but did manage to get all ball. And then as he collected in the loose ball, he stepped out of bounds. So West Lincoln, again, has the ball with the lead. 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds is going to feel like 10 years here for the Rebels. After this timeout, only a 2-point lead here. 42-40 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. As it feels like a playoff atmosphere here at West Lincoln. This could be a big win for West Lincoln if they hold on. They'll move to 4th in the conference, and they'll bump Maiden to 5th. And they'll be above 500 in conference play. Non-conference record hasn't been the best so far for West Lincoln, 5-9 overall. But if they can get a good enough record going into conference tournament time, they can make a run.
Tell you, we got an impressive timeout competition going between the cheerleading squads.
Yes,
both squads have at least 4 different girls who can tumble and cut flips, and they both have at least one who can cut flips and throw some twists in there. I didn't have that when I used to play.
You just want to write a 10 on your scorecard there.
We throw up a nice basket toss here and there, but the tumbling and the backflips, we could do some round-offs, but I've never seen quite anything quite that athletic from both sides. Both teams, they're doing a full backflip with a half twist.
And now back to business here at West Lincoln. Dallas Bridges going to inbound the pass with 10.8 seconds. Does he go cross court to McClendon? He's tried it twice. It hasn't worked out neither time. They'll inbound it. Going to Dalton Brooks. Brooks fouled on the play by McDaniel. That's big. That's big. That's going to be 2 shots, and Dalton Brooks can make it a 2-possession game here if he makes both free throws.
And he did make both of his last 2 free throws.
Dalton.
He has a very quick shot, but it's got good backspin, good arc. It looks good, other than not looking good.
8.8 seconds remaining here. Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line opportunity here for Dalton Brooks. First shot is up, off the back iron, no good. So even if he makes this one, it's going to be a 1-possession ball game. Let's see what happens here. Can Dalton Brooks make it a 3-point game? And shot is up, it's good. So Maiden's going to have to make a 3-pointer. Rowe inbounds the pass. He's trying to get across half court, being pressured heavily.
Not to foul on the shot.
Rowe trying to pass it to someone, running out of time. A second left, he'll throw up a prayer. No good. West Lincoln wins. West Lincoln holds on to win this one, 43-40 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
All right. Picked up his dribble just across half court. Didn't really get the look he was wanting. Couldn't find anybody open. Had to force up a desperation 3.
And if it was just a little bit lower, it probably would have banked in.
Yeah, but a very low percentage shot.
Yeah.
And doesn't fall for Maiden after a very well-fought 4th quarter, though.
Yeah, they really fought to came back in this one. And that is it here from West Lincoln High School. 43-40 to final here. West Lincoln wins and improves to 3-2 in conference play. When we come back, we'll wrap up the game and the post-game report, even getting out our players of the game and sub of the game as well.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
If you're shopping for a subcompact tractor, shop the Mahindra Max first. The Max has the #1 lift capacity in its class, plus best-in-class turning radius. And when the other guy's warranty stops at 2 years, Mahindra's 5-year warranty keeps on going. Add it all up and you get the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Trust New South Tractor to keep you running long and strong. Located on Highway 70 in Newton near the Hickory Fairgrounds and newsouthractor.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owners insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
It's like going on vacation without leaving town at the Glen Oaks Golf Club in Maiden. Sure, there's golf, but there's a whole lot more, like their swimming pool, driving range, picnic shelter, and their new clubhouse, featuring a snack bar and a big banquet room. Great for weddings, receptions, class, and family reunions. So for a fun day of golf and much, much more, see Glen Oaks Golf Course. Call 828-428-2451. 828-428-2451. Online at glenoaksgolf.com.
Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you. Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
We're community-minded.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vail. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And back here at West Lincoln High School, as you're now listening to the post-game show presented by Weston Sales and Vail. And I bet the boys at Weston Sales are very happy about this one, as West Lincoln hangs on and wins against Maiden 43-40. As they now get their conference record up to 3-2 and now 4th in conference. As Evan Ludwig, Jason Sane with you here. As Jason, this is the first time you've taken in some basketball action here at your alma mater this year. What did you think of this West Lincoln team?
Oh, they relied on the three-point shot a lot. McClendon kind of took a little bit of a backseat tonight. He showed up in the stat sheet, second highest score, but I was expecting to see him perhaps, perhaps run the game a little more from the point, but it turned out to be Dalton Brooks doing a lot of the shooting tonight and hit 4 threes, some clutch free throws there in the fourth quarter, particularly the one that gave it the three-point lead as Maiden was going to get the ball back one last time with not much more than a chance to tie at best. And that just surprised me a little bit. I'd heard that McClendon was going to run the show, and he did for the most part, but it took a little bit of a backseat to Brooks tonight.
Yeah, Brooks definitely.
Offensively.
Yeah, offensively, Brooks was really just getting as many shots as he could from behind the arc.
I tell you, McClendon had good timing, blocked a few shots, and that takes good timing. He's also 6'4", so people probably put a shot or two they thought he couldn't get to, and he could. But you got to time it just right, too, to get that thing at its peak without fouling the player. Game ended on a blocked shot. Other good defense, I thought. Dallas Bridges plays some really good defense. He's all over my stat sheet with rebounds, assists, a handful of points. So.
And let's go ahead and go for that stat sheet. What do you got, Jason, on the stat sheets for tonight?
Well, it was Brooks that got him out to the early lead, 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. But he ended the night with 4 threes, and he had those 3 clutch free throws at the end of the game that just kept stretching the lead right when Maiden was getting a little momentum, starting to claw their way back in. And every time Dallas went to the free throw line, he just put it back out of reach, and ultimately did so in the very last play of the game. But last points for West Lincoln was his free throw, and Maiden unable to get a good look on their opportunity there to the end of the game. Also, McClendon, as we said, he waited to the fourth quarter, chipped in 5 points, and it only had 4 going in, but he ended up with 9 on the night. And Seth Willis was all around a crucial player for West Lincoln. It's really good defense. Don't have his defensive stats, but I definitely know he was responsible for several defensive stops, including 3 or 4 turnovers. He had 6 rebounds and 7 points on the night. So
nice
Seth
balance.
Willis.
And now Maiden just didn't really get going until that fourth quarter, it seemed like, in the second half. Only had 1 point in the third quarter. What did you have on Maiden's stat sheet tonight?
On the Maiden stat sheet, the main contributor there was Peyton Rowe, the one-handed shooter. He had 5 points in the fourth quarter that led the team. That was a big part of the comeback, as well as 3 free throws when he found himself at the stripe. And that was in the fourth quarter. Had 4 over the game and 10 points to lead the scoring. And McDaniel had 8 points behind him, who also chipped in 2 free throws there in the fourth quarter comeback. The rest of it was spread out pretty evenly as it was at the halftime mark. Couture, he did have 4 rebounds to his name, second most on the team. Avery Bowles, 4 rebounds, chipped in 2 points, 2 assists. Couture with 2 assists. But Harrington was the big man, kind of camped out under the goal, had 7 rebounds to his name and 5 points. And that kind of rounds out the Maiden offense, as well as the key rebounders.
And now, as we've gone through the recap of the game, we're going to give our post-game awards first. We're going to get the Sub of the Game presented by Subway. You can get Subway at Boger City, right near Barbecue King, and the Walmart in Lincoln. Who's that going to go to, Jason?
Well, we mentioned it. We wanted to give it to Seth Willis because it's a shame for him to have such a good game, not get an award, but you can't give the Sub of the Game to a starter.
Right.
So Seth Willis, hate you missed out on that one. The Sub of the Game, and he played about as much time as all starters, but Ryan Franklin came in, and he only chipped in 3 points in the second quarter, but I tell you, he had 4 rebounds, 1 assist. But the biggest key was he was able to, when they started putting some pressure on McClendon with the press, Franklin was the guy that they went to get the ball across half court, and he did a good job of that. Only 1 turnover that I recall, and when Maiden was having a little success with the press. Mm-hmm. So Subway, Sub of the Game tonight goes to Ryan Franklin.
Yeah, Rylan Franklin, good night for him. And our our player to game presented by Specialized Transport in Lincoln. Who's that going to go to, Jason?
That's going to be Dalton Brooks. He got him out to a fast start with his 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. Gave West Lincoln a lead that Maiden was never able to overcome. And he also put the nail in the coffin in the fourth quarter with some clutch free throws when he found himself at the stripe with the game on the line. So tonight's player of the game goes to Dalton Brooks.
Very good honor tonight for Dalton Brooks. A very big win for West Lincoln as they get back above 500 in conference play. We'll have West Lincoln's next game on Friday. Not their next game, but their game on Friday. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. I don't think we'll have a week-long snowstorm or anything. Let's hope not. No. Cross our fingers, knock on wood. But next week, Derek will be back, and I'll be with him at East Lincoln as they'll be taking on the West Lincoln Rebels County matchup there. Should be a pretty good one, Jason.
Yeah, I would like to see that one, but I don't know if I'll make it that far out.
All the way out to Denver, just can't make it.
Well, yeah, a little further than I would go maybe for a high school basketball game, but might join you guys on the radio, see who's winning that contest.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one. So we'll be joining you once again next week as high school basketball back next week on WLON 1050 AM and on KTCBroadcasting.com. We'll be live streaming the game video, so be sure to catch us there. I'm Evan Ludwig with Jason Saint tonight. Wishing everyone that you have a great weekend and hope you all stay safe with this winter weather coming through, and we'll see you once again later on. Good night, everybody.
Sooner or later, everyone wants to make their home dreams a reality, and Key Builders in Lincoln is here to help make your home dreams come true. Visit their website at keybuildersnc.com and visit their gallery of homes and floor plans, or they will build from your dream home floor plan too. They'll be there to help you with every step of the way. So for your dream home, visit Key Builders in Lincoln, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, or again online at keybuildersnc.com.
We make a joyful noise cheering our favorite high school football teams on Friday nights and our favorite college teams